Last realistic expectation, Robbie Gould.
I mean, I think what we saw last year is basically where he's probably at, because you're going to decline at some point. I mean, we're talking about a kicker that going into 2019 was at like 98% the year before. That's just not realistic. So maybe slightly better than what he was. What was he, around 89% last year? It was like, I think it was around
lower
89.
I mean, he's one of the most accurate kickers of all time, and he hasn't really had great numbers the last year or two. Hold on.
I could be way off base. For some reason, I'm thinking around 89%.
Hold on, I'll get it right now. Let's get it right. He was at 82% in 2020.
Oh,
all right.
Yeah,
he was at 74% in 2019. Now in 2018, he was at 97%.
Yeah.
Led the league year before 95, and he's one of the most accurate kickers in league history.
He's got to get up to that 88 range.
He's 38. He turns 39 in December. I think
what he needs to do and what he will do are two probably different things. So he probably is on the decline, unfortunately.
He probably is. Now, let me try to think of what he would say. I've heard his perspective before, and it's legit. I mean, I think he would say there's been issues at long snapper the last couple of years.
That's true.
They've had some instability there. Plus, he's been injured. He had an injury, and they've had a bunch of different long snappers. Maybe now that Tabor Pepper has solidified himself, now that Robbie Gould is healthy, he should theoretically still be money from 45 yards in. Okay. That's what they brought him in to be.
Yeah.
He was never more than that when they got him here. He doesn't even attempt 50-yard. Well, not very much. If he could be money inside of 45, that's an asset. That's what they're paying him to be. Yeah. And I think that's a realistic expectation. Money inside 45.
I also feel like he's pretty clutch, though, too. If they need one, he's going to give you one. So.
Yes. Good call. Steve says, is Debo catching the ball behind the line of scrimmage an indictment of his lack of route running ability? Seems rough for a guy with injury concerns. Nah, I think it's more about Jimmy. I mean, now it's something. It's always a lot of things in football. It's something Debo Samuel does so well. You gotta get him. I mean, the Niners might have won the Super Bowl had they given him a couple more touches behind the line of scrimmage. You owe it to yourself to get a guy touches where he's so good. But with Jimmy, it's like that's all Debo Samuel's doing these days. Why? Because that's all Jimmy can do too. So, yeah, I think it's that.
He's a threat when he gets the ball in his hands. So they got to figure out any way possible to make that happen. And yeah, I mean, Jimmy's not – what were the numbers? I think he was 26th in the league. It was either 24th or 26th in the league. Outside the numbers, 10 yards or more down the field. Like that's – he can't throw outside the numbers past 10 yards. So how else are you going to get him the ball?
Got East Bay Chris in the chat really pissing me off, saying no sarcasm. Sermon's better than Mostert. Yeah, I like Sermon too, but Sermon has his injury issues too. He didn't play much a couple years ago. He's not a bell. He was never a bell cow in college. Keep sleeping on Raheem Mostert. Keep sleeping on Raheem Mostert. See what happens. See what happens.
I think I know who your next interview is.
Both y'all.